It's Friday night, and it just feels right to talk some football. What's up, and welcome into Texas State Brazil Friday Night Hits. I'm Mark Whiteman. Thanks, as always, for joining us. Week 3 featuring just one matchup of undefeated teams across our area. Eastside traveling up to Blue Ridge. It's our Game of the Week presented by Blue Ridge Electric. Chase Justice has the highlights.
Welcome to Jim Howard Stadium, where we have an undefeated matchup cooking up in the Ridge as the Blue Ridge Fighting Tigers play and host to the Eastside Eagles. Eastside has won 9 straight against the Tigers, dating all the way back to 2014. Midway through the first, Eagles set up shop first and goal from the 9. Jet sweep, Caden Workman gets the edge and flips his way into the corner of the end zone for 6. Eagles strike first, up 7-0. Moving to the second quarter, Eastside up 14-0 after another quick score by Caden Workman. Gavin Forrester rolls out, tosses it across his body to Tyson Hicks. 30 yards for the score. Tigers make it a one-score game, 14-7. Eastside would have forced a quick 3-and-out and get the ball back with 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Backed up deep in their own territory. Ball on the 5. But allow Keelan Durham to do the rest. He assesses the damages, gives it a second, and redirects traffic. 95 yards straight to the house. Eagles up 28-7. That's your score at the break. And Eastside rolls in the second half, 56-21 over Blue Ridge.
They're extremely excited of the way the guys came out and played. Do we have to clean some things up before we play Spartanburg next week? Definitely. We got to clean some things up. We know that this region is a tough region, but we're definitely going to enjoy this victory. And I thank God that we were able to come out here and get this win.
For the second time in as many seasons, the Eastside Eagles 3-0 to start the year. They will open up region play at home against the Spartanburg Vikings, while Blue Ridge will look to pick up the pieces on the road against the Pickens Blue Flame. In Greer, I'm Chase Justice, WYFF News 4 Sports.
All right, so a nice start to the year for Eastside. Congratulations to the Eagles. After losing 2 games total over the past 2 years, Westside starting the season 0-2, headed to Honea Path tonight to play the unbeaten BHP Bears. Rams rolled BHP last September, but the Bears were the only team to beat Westside in their title-winning 2023 campaign. And starting fast, first play from scrimmage for Westside, they cough it up. D. Chester, quick hands, quick score, 7-0 BHP. Rams back with the ball. Bear Woods, Cutter's younger bro, connects with J.C. Clink Scales, shifted 27 yards for the Westside response. Extra point block, Westside within 1, 7-6, and then BHP puts on more steam. 11-yard pop pass touchdown from Noah Thomas to Tajay Watson Martin, and the route is on 42-6. BHP on top. Woodruff running roughshod over the first few weeks of the season, taking out a Woodmont side, come out their first win for new head coach Malcolm Boyd. Woodruff starts off hot, never lets off the gas. Connor Davis tosses a quick screen to Cam Taylor. He takes it the rest of the way, 27 yards to the house. Wolverines on the board first, and they got the ball again. Davis, he'll do it himself, scampering for the 5-yard score. Woodruff up 13-0, and the Wolverines spreading out the love. Aiden Gibson punches it in from 2 yards out. They go up 20-0, and they win 48-6 over Woodmont. Powdersville beat rival Ren in a last-second thriller last week. Went to Pendleton tonight. Bulldogs have lost 4 in a row to the Patriots. Powdersville up 13-0 in the second quarter. Final moments of the first half. Pendleton's Dax Allen trying to get something going. Damari Andrews showing up to disagree. Grass to Cleve, and a pick 6 for Powdersville. They led 21-0 heading into intermezzo, and Powdersville on a 3-game win streak now. They get a 35-7 win over Pendleton. Steelhanna snapped a 3-game skid against rival Westside in emphatic fashion last Friday, hosting Wren, going for a 6th straight win against the Golden Hurricanes tonight. These games, though, they are always tightly contested. Hanna won by just a touchdown last season. Meeting Anderson, Hurricanes storming out to an early lead. Carson Bryant, untouched, 40 yards to the spacious 3-2. Wren missed the extra point. It's 6-0. Hanna works it down the field. Amari Nance gets the edge and gets in. Yellow Jackets going top 7-6. Red marching again. Jacob Owings lofts one. Carson Bryant again behind the defense. The 35-yard scoring strike. Red goes on top 13-7. Here comes Hanna, and there goes Amari Nance. Steelhanna gets a 40-27 win over the Hurricanes. Birds at Dooley Field taking on Greer. Yellow Jackets ended a 16-game losing skid against the Rebels last year, all along the water tower. Greer kicking off to Burns, and Chew Harris. Chew chugging down the sideline. And look at Chew go. Dragged down inside the red zone. So the first play of scrimmage for the Rebels, it's going to be Kane Rogers, the quarterback, rolling. Rips it to Buckley Jackson. Touchdown, Burns. It's 7-0 Rebels. Greer goes right down the field on its opening drive. And in the red zone, Calvin McCoy stacked up at the line. No worries. Bounces to the corner store. Extra point, no good for Greer. So Rebels still lead 7-6 at that juncture. Later in the quarter, Trey Segura just dragging dudes. Huge night for Segura, just under 200 total yards, 3 touchdowns. He was actually walking in for a 4th score. Get this, he stepped out of the 1-yard line so his teammate Jacoby Fuller could get one. He did. Rebels roll 49-9 over Greer. Sky 4 and Iva Crescent hosting MVP. Stars averaging a smidge under 48 points a game. It's the Tigers, though, taking the early lead here. Kevin Hatton, the Seas part 20 yards to the humble abode. Crescent 7-0 after one. Stars slow to get going, but on the doorstep in the second quarter, Mac Anderson kick in the door. 41-19. MVP gets another win. I'll show you a few scores from across the area. Emerald going on the road, beating Broome 42-18. Berea beating Southside 21-12 for the Bulldogs' first win of the year. Ware Shoals over Towns County 32-22. And not a game we would typically feature, but two of the powers in the state, South Point and Northwestern. It's the Stallions getting a 27-23 win over Northwestern. A long-standing rivalry renewed in Abbeville, where the Panthers hosted 96, going for an 11th straight win against the Wildcats. Just 22 miles between these schools. Height Nichols Stadium, the place to be. First quarter, Abbeville approaching the red zone. Darius Burton with a burst, 28 yards. And Abbeville's on the board. The extra point, though, no good, so they lead 6-0. Jamie Nichols likes what he sees from his fellas. Probably find something there to pick and choose at. That's why it makes him one of the great coaches in the area. 96 ball. Jacob Evans finds Joe Moore. Nice gain to put the Wildcats into the red zone, but the Panthers, they'd get a goal line stand, and Abbeville gets a 42-7 win over 96. Tough start to the year for Lawrence. The 0-3 Raiders hosting 3-0 AC Flora. This one, though, all about the Falcons. It's 35-0 Flora. Roper Wensky to Azel Benong. He's going to take it the remainder. Raiders shut out at home, 49-0 against AC Flora. We're taking a quick halftime break here on Texas State Brazil Friday Night Hits. Another head coach, though, kind enough to wear the wire for us tonight. It's Liberty's Paul Sutherland with Mike Dunn.
Let's go, bud. Kick off. You got to tuck those shirt tail in and get it up under your belly there, Bubba. Tell them don't jump. Don't jump. I just went over that pre-game. Don't jump. The pass is incomplete. Get the snap. Nothing else matters, okay? So we had it there, too. You got to walk away. Tuck the ball now. They're starting to rip at it, okay? Come on, D.
Alrighty, thank you, ladies. Liberty looking to keep on rolling after winning 2 in a row, hosting winless Palmetto. No score first quarter. Palmetto's Caleb Ricketts going on top to Logan Newsom for the touchdown. Mustangs on the board first, 6-0 Palmetto. Second quarter now, Liberty up 1. Ricketts, he's trying to go over the top of the defense again. This time they'll picked off by Chris Mabel. So Liberty with the turnover and the takeaway there. Ensuing drive for the Liberty. Kendall Jackson takes the handoff. He is breaking tackles on his way to the bank. My man will not be denied. Liberty goes up 21-13 at that point. They get a 42-19 win over Palmetto. Back to prove we are a second-half team here on Texas State Brazil Friday Night Hits. Greenwood, a superb second half last week, tying the game in the final seconds before beating Dorman in overtime. It was an outstanding high school football game. The 2-0 Eagles taking on Lexington tonight. Greenwood quarterback Tristan Lewis, a South Carolina commit. He broke the school's single-game passing records last week with 420 yards and 5 touchdowns in that win over Dorman. But Lexington didn't come all the way to get worked. Eagles down 17-14 in the third. Lewis gets picked off by Lawson Ott. Lexington would kick a field goal, and they go up 20-14. Same score late in the quarter. Trey Crawford. See ya. Eagles pull ahead 21-20. They rally for another hard-fought win, 36-30 over Lexington. Landrum off to a 2-1 start, and the boys keeping it loose on the sideline. At home against Asheville Christian. They're loose because they're up 49-0 when our camera guy got there. Landon Boyce weaving, and the vibes are blowing at Landrum. They get a 63-13 win over Asheville Christian. A bit slow out of the gates for the reigning 2A champs. Clinton 1-2, home at Wilder Stadium, taking on Chapman Red Devils at midfield. First quarter, no score. David Cook, yes, Jeff, 50-yard touchdown. Clinton into the second quarter, still 7-0 game. Chapman's Josiah Copeland, head of steam, and check this out, trucks the defender to tie it up. But Clinton with the ball, and it's Owen Glenn, the quarterback, fake fools him. He is smoother than Saratoga water. Down the sideline, 70 yards. This game came right down to the wire, though, but the Red Devils, they win at home 40-34 in overtime to fend off the Panthers late. Pickens visiting St. Joe's. Knights running back Mac Rambo averaging more than 187 yards per game on the ground. St. Joe's up 28-13 coming out of the half. Blue Flame heating up. Will Stone powers his way into the end zone. It is 28-21 as they cut into that deficit. The Knights bring it right back. Sam Patterson takes the pitch down the sideline there, and he's just going to make everybody miss. Weaving back towards the center of the field, 70 yards, houses it. Knights go up 41-21, and then Mac Rambo, his fourth touchdown of the night, 49-27. Pickens would really rally here, but St. Joe's hangs on for a 49-41 win over the Blue Flame. Seneca 3-0 for the second year in a row, picking up that rivalry with Walhalla tonight. Bobcats had won 32 straight against Walhalla until 2 years ago. They avenged that loss last season, a year ago today, and putting it on the Razorbacks tonight. Gavin Toma just going to hand it off to Amari Verner. Big 2-6 takes it in for the Seneca score. Next possession, Toma back to pass, rips it down the hash. Elias McGee backpedaling. How'd he haul that one in? Falls in the end zone, beginning of a very big night for the Bobcats. They get a 75-0 shutout win over Walhalla. Chesney 2-1, their only loss coming by a single point in OT. They've won 2 in a row against RS Central from North Carolina into the second quarter. No score. Chesney's Evan Reese Lauder, so good he's got 2 names, connects with Braylon Blanton, and Lauder pays it off one play later, pushes Chesney ahead 7-0. They get a 28-21 win over RS Central. All right, our final highlights of the night, Fountain Inn visiting Carolina. These highlights courtesy our friends at InVision, high school students of Fountain Inn. They're doing great work over there. Goes Fountain Inn, first quarter, approaching midfield. C.J. Thomas Anderson over midfield. He's way gone. 65-yard touchdown for the first Fury score of the night. 7-0 later in the quarter. Sam Holiday hands it off to Chance McClure. Kind of a pop pass there, part of the first Fountain Inn senior class. McClure is this game all Fury, 62-0. Fountain Inn gets another win. A few more scores across our area tonight. Union County beating Blacksburg 49-7. Franklin County beating West Oak 34-7. That's it. That's all. Week 3 of Texas Day Brazil Friday Night Hits is in the books for Chase and our entire crew. Thanks as always for joining us. We'll see you next week, same time, same place. Have a great weekend.